Third graders, put on your thinking caps. Today our target is to recognize and measure line segments of various lengths. I'm noticing the word various. Miss Anderson, that tells me that I think we're using different lengths.
You know how I know various? Because some packs of jelly beans have various flavors in them.
Oh,
connection.
Real life connection, Miss Anderson. I'm also noticing that I'm going to be measuring and recognizing, which tells me I'm going to have to use something to be measuring and recognizing. I'm going to really need to put on my thinking caps to know what I'm going to be doing today. Let's get going.
All right, we are going to be using a ruler. If you see a straight edge listed instead of a ruler, you should know that they are similar, not always the same thing. When it says straight edge, it's telling you that the length isn't as important as it being straight. Okay, let's take a look at that ruler. On the side on the top, we are looking at centimeters. We know that because they are smaller than inches. Centimeters are listed, they start here though at 0. We always have to start at that 0. We cannot measure anything that is lined up with the end of the ruler, like this green box is right now, because it will be off. So we need to make sure that we line it up right with the edge, just like that. Half centimeters are the longer lines that are in between numbers. So between 5 and 6, there's that longer line. Then the other side is inches. Inches are the lines marked with a number on this side, and then that half inch is going to be the longer line right in the middle. Taking a look at this first activity sheet, you will notice that it says measure each line segment's the nearest centimeter. Carefully notice that it says centimeter and line segment. Those are our vocabulary words up on the right. Okay, we are going to learn more about what a line segment is, but use discovery to figure it out, third graders. What's different about a line segment compared to a line? Reminder here for you to use the 0 instead of just starting on the end of the ruler. Okay, on the right it also has this box reminding you the difference between horizontal and vertical.
Miss Anderson, horizon and horizontal makes me think that maybe a horizontal is like the sun's horizon. So it is always going from left to right.
You're talking about a horizon that looks like this with the sun shining up on it?
Yeah, I feel like that would be a good way of remembering that horizontal goes from left to right.
I think that's a great way to remember. Vertical goes straight up and down. You might hear somebody say, "What's your vertical?" And that means how high can you jump up and down. Let's keep going. It says directions say to measure the nearest centimeter. What do you think this means? Pause and think for a minute, third graders. You don't actually have to pause the video, but we're going to stop what we're doing and you just think. All right, it says find the centimeter measurement the length is closest to. So not necessarily one that it's already passed, but whichever number, centimeter, the line is closest to.
Ms. Anderson, I'm noticing that the question isn't asking for nearest centimeter, it says nearest cm.
Ooh, you're right, Miss Halkran. cm stands for centimeter.
Oh, so the abbreviation or the short way of writing centimeter would be to put cm?
It would be. Let's keep going. So another activity sheet might ask you to draw a horizontal, horizon, or a vertical, what's your word? Line segment. So make sure that you follow directions carefully. Start with the 0, draw with your pencil along the ruler. Work carefully. Ooh, then it looks like you might get into perimeter. Third graders, you are sure learning a lot. Perimeter means the distance around. So that means that you are going to have to add together this side, we'll call it A, and B, and C. So you might write A plus B plus C equals P for perimeter. You should put numbers in there. I put letters because I want you to solve it.
Measure the perimeter of a quadrilateral. We're getting into some great vocabulary here, Miss Anderson. A quadrilateral. Quad makes me think that there are 4, because I know that quad can mean 4. So that must mean that it's 4 sides. So now I'm going to look at number 17, and it says, what is another name for this figure? Well, I know that it can be called, let's see, it's a 4-sided shape. You're going to have to stop and think, friends. When you're working on this, really make sure that you are thinking of different names. This is going to come later, friends, as you're working. Remember to be stopping and really using the vocabulary as you are learning it. I want you to think that A plus B plus C plus D equals the perimeter. So that's the 4 sides of the shape. Remember, friends, to be putting in the sides. So you're going to, instead of writing the letters like we just did, we want you to be actually measuring them and putting the total on each line.
All right, friends, that is it for today. We just wanted to give you a little bit of a preview of what you might be doing. Remember, we are just getting started with this unit, so think of that growth mindset. Don't give up yet. You can do it. Let's train our brains to be better at math. Do you accept the challenge?
And friends, also make sure that if you are stumped at one of the stations or at one of the workplaces, go back and rewatch this video so that you can really help yourself know what the expectations are and how to find the success. Good luck!